Assalamu alaikum everyone, and welcome to today's Bitcoin video update for Sunday 24th of October. And we're still back in the pullback. The Bitcoin hasn't yet done its pullback. Okay, now I want to dive into the 4-hour time frame, and I want to show you something very bullish happening on the 4-hour time frame. If this one plays out, this is a very bullish pattern for me right now. Personally, I think so, and I do see a potential falling wedge on Bitcoin. Okay, so I'm gonna take this trend line, we go all the way down, and look at this. Okay, we had some few touches there, okay, and we're making another one like that. So yeah, this is a potential falling wedge that we're forming. We're just gonna make this a little bit clear, okay, and you might see Bitcoin doing something like this. You see, we're going up, we're coming down, we're going up, we're coming down, going up, we come down, hit this level of resistance, and that's also the 20 moving average on the daily, okay, not on the 4-hour time frame, but on the daily. And normally I'm gonna show you on the side here, okay, what happens you see, when you have a falling wedge like that, okay, the prices go like this. They go up, come down, they go up, come down, and wherever they break out, they go back to where they form the triangle. Okay, now that's a very bullish sign. And we have rising wedges. You're gonna see the prices, they go up like this, okay, like that, they come here, they go back to where they form the rising wedge. Okay, now let's look into the daily time frame as well, and I'm going to show you the 20 EMA on the daily time frame in here. Okay, yeah, even yesterday I did talk about this one. Okay, I did say that you might see Bitcoin, you know, coming all the way down and retest this 20. Okay, so do expect, even if Bitcoin comes to 57K and a half, okay, this is just a pullback in my opinion. Nothing bearish about it. Okay, it doesn't scream bearish to me. There's no any trend reversal. But yeah, on the short term frame, we are in a downtrend. But on a higher time frame, we're still in an uptrend. Okay, do you see that? We're still in an uptrend. So this pullback was due. This pullback was actually due. So do keep in mind that. Okay, my target, they still remain. I still want to see the 20 EMA gets retested. The reason for that is because the 10, we've already lost the 10 EMA. I'm just gonna hide the 55 there. You see the 10, we lost the 10. We haven't lost the 10 for a very long time here, until we finally lost in there. Now all I want to see is the 20 get retested. We do have a sort of a falling wedge right there, and from falling wedge, wherever you break out, you go back to 67,000 where you form the rising wedge. So do anticipate all of these things to happen. Okay, keep in mind, and that's it for today's Bitcoin update. Okay, for me, on the long term though, or the midterm, let's say until November, December, I'm still bullish until 100,000 to complete the Elliott wave 3. I'm going to take fib retracements from there to there. Okay, and for me, we crossed the golden ratio. We're just on that journey. Okay, it's a very wavy journey. We're going up and down. We're just going up and down until we don't reach 1.618. okay, in the immediate midterm. Now the next coin that I want to talk about is SLP, and I'm gonna tell you something very important about SLP. I'm gonna remove all these drawings, and to me, there's something very bullish about to happen with SLP. Okay, and I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna discuss this one with you in this whole video. And my personal take on SLP, to be honest with you, is you know, you should go into some projects that are actually there, that are actually solid. They have solid developers, solid team. You go and read the white papers. They have the roadmap on their websites. You know, a lot of people, what they do is they just jump randomly into any coin, and now, is that a bad practice? Yes, it's a bad practice. Okay, you should read about a coin. Okay, there's a lot of Ponzi scheme that happened before, and I can give you so many examples. One of them, go and read about BitConnect. Okay, back in the days, BitConnect was almost the top 10 coin, but it was a fake coin. nonetheless. Okay, people didn't read about it. People invested a lot of money into BitConnect, and it turned out to be a scam. People ran away. And be careful about new coins, where you just don't buy new coins all of a sudden. You don't do that. Okay, now SLP, based on charts today, even though fundamentally, I don't know what to say fundamentally, but I'm just gonna discuss the charts. Okay, I want to talk about the charts, and I want to tell you something that was happening with SLP. Okay, now there was this channel. Okay, I'm gonna hide the EMAs. There was this channel for the past 2 to 3 months. We had a very extended downtrend. Do you see this? Okay, this was a downtrend. I'm gonna zoom in here to have a better look, and you can already see in this downtrend we finally broke out. I'm gonna do these drawings. Look, one down, up, touches, down, touch, up, touch, down, touch, up, touch. Okay, so this was a down channel. We kept moving like this until finally we actually broke out, came for the retest, and this retest was actually successful because we're still kind of above this channel. Okay, and that's the reason why we pumped even more. Okay, now normally the targets could have been higher. Okay, the targets could have been higher, but on the 4-hour time frame, I want to talk about the 4-hour time frame. Now do pay attention to this, because I don't think if anyone has done analysis like this one that I'm about to show you today about SLP. Okay, it's love potion, but it's giving hate to many people. I don't know why. Now on the 4-hour time frame, after we broke out of this region, after we broke out of this channel, okay, we had a huge pump, and that was like a crazy 50% pump. Okay, now what happened is, but we came down to form some sort of descending triangle. Do you see this? This was a descending triangle. Okay, and the technical targets for this descending triangle hasn't been met just yet. So the technical target for this descending triangle is 0.059. okay, 0.06 if you want to say. Okay, right now if we're in 0.066 here, you might see SLP go down to 59 or 60, because we broke down of the triangle. We came for the retest. We almost had a successful one, but it was a fake out. See, this was a fake out. Okay, and what happened? We kept going all the way down, and the technical target is still intact. Okay, the technical target, you might see SLP going even more down. Okay, but after it goes down, there's a new story forming for SLP, and this is the reason why I'm recording it today. There are two bullish scenarios. We're not completely out of the woods yet. Okay, and I'm not saying this even though I don't like the coin myself, but I'm telling you the chart telling me something that is about to happen. It's bullish. Now what is that? I'm gonna zoom out. Okay, I'm gonna zoom out in here, and I'm gonna go to the daily time frame once again, and from here we have this low right there. Okay, and let's say we go down to this target. Okay, this target that I'm giving you out of the descending triangle, okay, the prices go down and they stop here because this is the low. Okay, and the prices don't go further down, and we start to make a small, consolidation here. Then that makes another bottom, and this for me is double bottom, and that's very bullish. On the weekly, okay, let's say this is another bottom right there, and we go back to the weekly time frame in here, and look at this. On the weekly, if this tends to be a double bottom, that is going to be very bullish. Okay, that for me screams bullish. Now there's another factor to consider for the bullish scenario, and this one's the last one. Okay, before I move to the other coins, this was a very important update, and I'm gonna dive into the monthly time frame. The daily time frame is not very good, but on the monthly time frame there's something very bullish. I'm gonna clear all of these drawings at the moment so that I can tell you a candlestick pattern that is forming for SLP right there. Now the candlestick pattern that I do see is this. Okay, if by 1st of November we close like this, that's very bullish. The next month could go up. Okay, and what do we call this candlestick? I'm just gonna, I don't remember the name. I think it is an inverted hammer, some sort of inverted hammer candlestick. I'm just gonna do Google in there a little bit so that I can show you exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, yeah, let's say this one here. Okay, do you see this? Yeah, you can already see there's this red candle here, and then there's a you know, a very long wick. Okay, this is a very long wick and a small body, and the lower wick is very, very small. Okay, you can see whenever this happens, the next candle is green. Whenever this happens, the next candle becomes green. In here, same story, the next candle became green. And prior to that, before that, there was a red candle happening in there. Okay, now, if I see SLP doing the same thing, which it is doing right now, then the next candles, remember, in November, SLP, we could go back a little bit higher. We might even go back 100% up, okay? So do anticipate that. But if we lose this level of support, okay? If we lose this level of support, which is 0.053, then for me, SLP, man, I don't know where it's gonna go. I don't know where it's gonna go, okay? At the moment, this is the only last chance that I saw on the charts, and that's why I had to do an update for SLP. Now, let's talk about the next coin really quickly in here. I want to talk about Doge. I do feel kind of sick today. The weather is changing in here, and I kind of feel, yeah, but anyway, okay. On the monthly time frame, let's see what Doge is actually doing. Do you see we have a symmetrical triangle ever since we went to 78 cents or nearly 80 cents? Okay, we've been up and down, we've been moving up and down, and look how cute this is. Okay, that's a perfect symmetrical triangle. So do expect by November we're gonna have like an uprise to back to where we formed the triangle, okay, or a downfall almost to 0.11. But I don't see the bearish scenario, because the market, for me, in November, it's gonna be super pumpy, you know. I want to call it, if there's a dumpy September, I want to call this one a pumpy November, because November in history are very, very positive. Okay, so I do think we're gonna go up. Okay, and let me take out the fib retracement right there from the top to the very bottom. Okay, and let's see if we actually hit a level of resistance. Yes, that's very, very positive. We've already crossed the 0.61, and this is on a very, very multi-year time frame. Okay, this is on a monthly time frame, and we are bouncing at 0.7. Do you see how good Fibonacci retracements really are, man? Okay, I'm just gonna zoom in, and look on the monthly time frame. We never lost the 0.786. Look at that. That's how strong support it's serving right now. So if we do break out of this symmetrical triangle, we go back to where we form it, and from here we could go to $4. Okay, 1.272 by the end of this bull run. We might see $4 per Doge. Okay. And on a multi-year scale, because I always say this, when you break the golden ratio, you're always looking for the 1.618, but it could take a lot of, maybe in the next 4 years, okay, we go to $40 for Doge, but that's a very, very long term. And as a matter of fact, here's a cheat sheet. We are on the journey to a $40 for Doge. We are on the journey. This is gonna play out. The reason why is not my own personal opinion, but whenever we break this area, the 0.618, this is going to be our next target, and this one candlestick takes 30 days to form. Okay, we're on the monthly time frame here, and this one can take several years to go actually to that $40 region. Okay, we might go up, come down for the bear market, go up, another bear market, until we do not reach the $39 region. Now let's dive into the smaller time frame, but I'm going to clear out all of these drawings right there. Yeah, so what's up on the daily? Let's see the top of this bull market. Even personally, I do think the top of this bull market for Doge is $4. Who knows, it could even be higher. Okay, it could be higher. Now let's zoom out a little bit. Let me zoom out of there. I'm going to remove this fib retracement, and in here I'm going to zoom in really quickly right there, and I'm going to take the recent all-time high to the bottom right there. Okay, and now what we are trying to do, there's a lot of work for Doge to happen. Now there's a decision coming very soon, and I'm gonna connect these lines together. Let's see when the decision is coming. Until maximum time is 18 to 24 of November. As a matter of fact, 20 of November to be very to give you a maximum estimate when a decision is coming in. Now look, we've been squeezed, we're making a squeeze right now in Doge, and wherever we pump, we're gonna have a nice lovely pump. Now I do want to see a 0.618 been broken. Okay, if the 0.618 gets broken right there, then for me we're going to 1.618 in the immediate short term until we might not move all the way up to maybe the 2 region, which is the 3.5. okay, if we break the 1.618, we're good to go to the 3.5. we might even go to $4, maybe have a blow off top for $4 increase. Now that's a midterm. Let's see even much more near patterns. I do see a bullish pattern once again. I do see an inverse head and shoulders for Doge. Okay, this is your left shoulder, your head, you have your right shoulder, and you do have the neckline right there. You see, we are trying to, there's a huge resistance here, there's a huge resistance, and from wherever we break out of this, take the top to the bottom right there. I'm gonna move this one up here, and that takes you nearly the 0.5, but it actually takes you back to where you formed this area. Okay, so you do have a little resistance right there, but 0.5 is here. You go there, you want to go cross the 0.618, come for the retest, you're good to go. Okay, now that's it for Doge today. I hope you enjoyed that Doge update. I'm gonna talk about Shib. Okay, and I'm gonna show you a small clip. I'm gonna keep that in mind for 50% chance of going towards the upside, and also 50% mind that. So here's a 50% chance. Yeah, and this is the video that I want to show you. And this is the video that I would like to talk about. Mind that there's a 50% chance of going towards the upside, and also 50% chance of going towards the downside. Now the perfect explanation here is if you break out, make a retest, then you go all the way back from where you form the triangle, and that takes you again to 0.618. okay, nearly 0.618, or it could even go above all the way up to where it formed the recent. Yeah, so you can see Shib has done exactly that, and it has pumped even more higher. Well, that is superb. Okay, it has pumped, but it has found a level of resistance right there, the 0.786. do you see that? It went up, this one went up, okay, and now Shib has found resistance right here. So it's not a good idea to buy Shib. Okay, don't buy Shib because there's a level of resistance right there, and I do think we might come down once again to retest this area, the 0.618 on the daily time frame. We might have a small pump, but if we cross here, retest, then you're good to go to 5,000, and that's where your all-time high lies. And Shib has exactly done the same thing. Okay, we were in this triangle, and I've spoke about this triangle just as I told you back in the video, and this was the symmetrical triangle that we were in. Okay, and I told you, you break here, you go back to 0.618, or you can go back to where you formed that thing. And yesterday, now this was the next candle that formed, but yesterday we exactly went back to that area that I predicted. Okay, so Shib, for me, do check that video out on my channel, and you're gonna see long-term target for me right there for Shib is 8,749. okay, let me see if there's anything on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, yeah, on the 4-hour time frame right now, I do potentially see a bullish pattern. Okay, and that is the 3 white soldiers once again. Do you see this? These are known as the 3 white soldiers. When you have 3 consecutive green candles back to back among each others, we can do the Google once again. Okay, you can write here 3 white soldiers. Okay, for Shib. Okay, and these are bullish patterns. I'm gonna zoom in here for this image right there. Do you see there are 3? You have a red, you can have small consolidation, but the longer outcome for this one is that it pumps towards the upside. Right here we're doing the same thing. Okay, we do have the 3 white soldiers forming, and this is confirmed, by the way. Okay, I believe this is confirmed. Okay, this is 3 white soldiers back to back, because yeah, the charts will never lie, man. The charts will never lie. You can see these are 3 white soldiers. It can be like this, it can be like that, it can be like that, and I do see one here. Okay, I do see one here. So we might even go above the 0.786 resistance. Okay, it is bullish, it is bullish. We might go back to its all-time high, find resistance there, or we smash through and go all the way to 1.618. But the good news is that we are on the journey to 1.618, by the way. Okay, we've already broken out of this. Given that we don't fail the retest and start rolling back and losing the golden ratio, okay, we're now actually very good to continue towards this price region, and that's the prediction for Shib. Okay, so do keep in mind we are looking for 8,000. By the end of the bull run, we might even go to 11,000. Okay, who knows, we could even do 13,000 from here. Okay, but I do think 13,000 is very possible for Shib. Who knows? But keep in mind we're in this technical target right at the moment. Okay, it's better we follow the charts. Okay, we don't have to look at our own emotions in here, and it's better we just keep moving up. Wait until we go to 1.618 and get our profits right there. The next coin is Stellar, XLM to USDT. Now this Stellar is an amazing project. Oh, very quickly in here, okay, on the smaller time frame, we've broken out of this descending triangle. Okay, and to me things look really bullish right now for Stellar to go back to where it formed. Okay, this is a very nice good trade here. If you want to enter this trade, I do believe come back for the retest, go back, and this is a very good entry. Okay, it's a very good entry. Let's see on the 1 hour time frame if there's any back test that has happened. Okay, on a very small time frame in here, on the 1 hour time frame, you might see XLM just come a little bit down here, then go back up. Okay, because we're forming a small bullish bearish engulfing candle here. This has to close in the next 30 minutes, but if you see this closing like this is a bearish engulfing. And what does that mean, bearish engulfing candlestick? Again, we're gonna just Google this one, engulfing, bearish engulfing right there. Okay, and when you see a bearish engulfing like this, I'm gonna show you what happens next. I'm gonna show you an example for bearish engulfing. Yeah, this one. Okay, this is a bearish engulfing, just like that, and you can see the next candles are red. Okay, you go a little bit downwards. Okay, and we do have a bearish engulfing. Do you see that? Exactly, this one is very identical to that one right there, but the closing has to happen in the next 30 minutes. It's 1:30 in here in Pakistan, and in 2 o'clock. Okay, if we close below here, below this area, if the body closes below the body of this green candle, that confirms a bearish engulfing, and you're gonna see it go down, and that's actually a good sign because it's just going down for a retest. Enter here. Okay, do not enter here, enter at the retest. This gets successful, it bounces up from here, it has to also bounce from this area, and wow, you have a nice lovely signal from me today. That's from this place. Sorry, this is the Fibonacci. Sorry. Yeah, from this area to that area, you're looking at a 12% trade in the immediate short term. Okay, and this is high probable based on the charts. Okay, now let's dive into the longer time frame for Stellar. I want to talk about the longer time frame. Okay, I'm just gonna go into the daily and let's see what's up on the daily. Okay, on the daily time frame, we are also in a technical target of inverse head and shoulders, and I'm going to tell you what's happening in there. Okay, I do see a potential left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder, and I believe we've already broken out of this inverse head and shoulders. Okay, now the technical target for this one, forever you actually broke out from here, the next target is actually 0.4784. okay, so we have two bullish scenarios for Stellar. Stellar is looking actually very, very bullish. Okay, I even believe, okay, not a financial advice, but I do think we're gonna have the successful retest and go back to where you form the triangle and even higher to this area, okay, which is the technical target for the inverse head and shoulders. Now in the immediate short term, I'm going to take the September dump all the way down there, and yes, we've already crossed the 0.618, and we do have support there. I'm going to zoom in here to have a clear look. Okay, we actually find support at the 0.618. We're really good to go even to the 0.60 in the midterm, and by the end of this bull market we might even see a price appreciation of 0.86. but I do think Stellar is going to move even above $1 region. Okay, let's do a long-term forecast by the end of the bull market. Okay, I'm gonna take this recent high to the low right there. Okay, and yeah, well, we're looking for 1.618. and let me tell you one thing, do you see this target of inverse head and shoulder? That takes you to the resistance of the 0.618. okay, it really bang on to the 0.618 right there. Okay, so what we want to see for Stellar is we go up, come down for a retest, and we're good to go. And if that happens by the end of this bull market, I do see a near $2 price appreciation for Stellar. Okay, Stellar Lumens, that's the full name. We might even go to $3, but the safe pick crossing this golden ratio is near $2. Okay, now the next coin, let's do XVG based on comments. And what is it trying to do? What is this coin trying to do? Verge. Yeah, a Verge I do see on the daily. We have a kind of head and shoulders right there. Okay, inverse head and shoulders, and let's try to see a technical target of this inverse head and shoulders at the moment. Okay, so from wherever you actually break out, that takes you to almost 0.037. yeah, and that's that's your previous high right there, your previous local high. It came from a price of 0.07957. okay. Now we do have another thing that I see forming here, and that's this level of support maybe. Okay, this kind of looks ridiculous to me. I don't know why I'm not liking this drawing at the moment. Yeah, but if you do see something, a consolidation of XVG, if it tries to go down and invalidates this head and shoulder here, then it might go down and find support at the 0.01962, consolidate a little bit, and we might be trapped in this triangle until the 2nd of December. Do keep that in mind. But at the moment I do see an inverse head and shoulders. Okay, if this head and shoulder get invalidated and we came down, losing this support right there, so you might see another support in here, and that's okay, because we're making new higher lows. That's the lower low there, this is the higher low, another higher low, another higher low, until we do not break out of this trap right there. Okay, now what could be my technical targets? I want to see if we get enough data from the Fibonacci retracements. I'm going to take the top to the bottom, and yes, let's see what's happening in there. You see, yeah, so the good news is that if you break the inverse head and shoulders like that actually also breaks the 0.618, and we're looking for 0.05 in the midterm. Okay, and that's a price appreciation of almost like 125%. But I do want to see on the long-term frame what is XVG actually doing. So this is from Binance, and from Binance it came all the way up here to the bottom, and right now we are finding support at the 0.236. okay, now wherever you break off the inverse head and shoulder, you can see that's the resistance of the 0.5. so what we want to see is Stellar keeps moving and cross the 0.618 anyway. Okay, if it crossed the 0.618, okay, by the end of the bull run, the price target for me takes you to 0.2 to 1, and I don't know, let's see how much this is. That's almost 780% trade in this bull market. It is possible, okay, it is possible based on charts, so that's it for XVG Verge. Let's look at Polygon, Matic, and what it's doing. Matic has been super bullish, okay, has been super bullish in there. And I've done an update before on Matic. I did an update 2 days ago, okay. And very quickly, I'm just gonna tell you about the fibs retracement. So I took the highest point again to the lowest point right there, and now we finally cross the 0.618. Previously, it acted as a resistance right there. I'm gonna zoom in here, but before that, I'm gonna tell you, now that we've crossed the 0.618, Matic is super bullish to go to $6 or $7. Okay, keep this price in mind. Now there's huge. I do think there's a 80% chance that we see $7 for Matic. Okay, even 100% chance in that case. The reason why, let me tell you one thing on the daily. Left shoulder, your head, your right shoulder. We broke out of this inverse head and shoulders. Okay, we had the neckline right there, like this one. That was your neckline, and from wherever you broke out, from top to the bottom, this is where you broke out. You are in a technical target, which is nearly the 0.786, which is nearly $2, but at the moment the technical target is 1.879. Now that breaks your previous resistance, which is this one. Okay, so you might see Matic breaking out of this, come for the retest, go even more higher. Retest here, you're gonna find resistance, the 786. Okay, if we break out, retest, we're good to go. But for me personally, if we go to the 4-hour time frame, I'm gonna show you something here. I want to show you something really quickly, and that is, do you see this? I'm gonna remove this neckline there. Yeah, previously we always struggled to get above the 0.618. okay, look at that. Now finally we broke out. We're just coming for the retest, okay, and then we're good to go towards this next technical target of 0.786. we have another technical target of this inverse head and shoulders as well. So Matic is very bullish. Okay, if you want to invest, okay, buy at the successful retest of the 0.618, because we don't want to lose this level. If we lose, we could come down again to 0.5, and that would be kind of weird. Okay, if we lose this 0.618, come to 0.5, then we lose the 0.5, then that creates a reversal trend, and that's a huge downtrend, and the next target will be this one. Okay, if we lose the 0.5, of course you don't want to lose this one. If you lose that one, then you're actually bound to go down here and down there as well. Okay, but at the moment the favor is towards the upside for me. Okay, until I do not see any pattern saying that, oh no, we're going down back again to 1.2. A lot of people are waiting, you know, the non-technical people, when they lose the entry opportunity, they think that, okay, I'm gonna buy at 1.2, 1.3. No, you don't. That's a bad practice. Okay, go to the charts and look what is logical. For me the logical entry even is 1.53. we're at 1.58 right now. So if it comes down, enter here. But what difference does it make on the long term if you enter 1.58 or 1.53? If you're gonna cash out at the $6 or $7 ranges? Okay, for me, I would enter. It doesn't matter if it's 1.59 or 1.53, because I'm kind of like a swing trader. I can wait a month or two and take my profits out to $6 to $7. Okay, but it's up to you. Everyone has their own profile. People like scalping. If you're into a scalp, okay, if you want to scalp, just wait for 1.53 or 1.54 entry level. The last one I'm gonna do is ADA. Yeah, so the final requested coin here, I'm gonna talk about Cardano. Okay, now let's look at Cardano. Cardano has been trapped in a symmetrical triangle in here. Do you see this? Way back in September, we went up, came down, went up, came down, went up, came down. We tried to break this triangle. Even in here, we tried to break it. The retest actually failed. And that's the reason why I always talk about this. Okay, when you break out, buy at the retest. Okay, that's where you're good to go. because this was a huge fake out. Okay, I do think people who are in futures, and I don't recommend futures, by the way, and they might have seen this. Oh, this was a lovely breakout. Oh no, and they might have FOMO. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in here. I'm gonna talk about Cardano. Okay, so what it did is, it's like, oh yeah, it just broke out of here. Okay, we're moving, we're going to the moon, we're going back to $1,000. Boom. Okay, fake out. Always wait, come down here for the retest, and hence people might have been liquidated right there. But this decision is coming soon for Cardano. I know it's a very slow mover, but the reason is because of this chart. Okay, it's being squeezed right now. The prices are getting squeezed, and by maximum until November, before November, we are gonna get a decision very quickly. And I do think that this time we break out, come successful for the retest, boom, you're good to go. Okay, you're good to go. So do keep in mind that if we break out for Cardano, we are gonna go all the way back to where we formed the triangle, and that takes you here to 2.6. okay, 2.6 is your next target if we break out of this symmetrical triangle. Now I'm gonna take help of the fibs once again, and let's see where we are. Okay, now this was your like September dump all the way down to the bottom right there, and look, when we broke out of this triangle, do you see we hit our head on the 0.382, and that was a level of resistance. Now keep in mind, even the next time we break out, this is your resistance again. Okay, you're gonna find resistance at the 2.3 level, 2.298, almost 2.3. okay, you break out of here, next resistance is the 2.4. you might do something like this: go up, find resistance, break out, come down for a retest, go up, find this resistance, the 0.618, and that's where you actually are on the top of the triangle. Okay, the 0.618, and that's your technical target of this, out of the symmetrical triangle. Now once again, you see the charts are very clear, and I'm trying to explain as simple as possible for you, and you're gonna find a level of resistance there. Keep in mind on the short term. Okay, keep in mind there's a resistance at the 2.576, and if we break out of here, come for the retest, you're good to go to the 1.618. In the midterm, you might see a price appreciation for 4.174, and that's almost a trade-off. If you enter here, that's almost 93%. Okay, 2x, nearly 2x of your investments right there. Now I'm gonna take a much more longer time frame, and I want to predict the top of the bull run for Cardano for me. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna take this one to there, as if we were back in time. Okay, and yeah, once again we have a lot of work to do. We already crossed the 0.618. okay, on the higher time frame. So Cardano is trying to do its business to reach the 1.618. okay, so do keep that in mind. We do have the $4.24, and we might as well see if we cross the 1.618, it could go to $5, even $7 or $10. okay, but for me, I do think Cardano could even do $10. okay, 5x from here is nothing. Okay, 5x is nothing from there. So let's take a much more higher time frame. Okay, I'm gonna go into the weekly time frame here, and let's try to see what I can find on the weekly for you. Okay, right now we are in a symmetrical triangle. Okay, if we zoom out, okay, and Cardano has actually pumped from March 2020, from this Corona dump you see there. Okay, and how high did it go from here to there? That's a 16,000% gain. I don't know why people are still saying Cardano doesn't move. It has moved. Okay, it's just taking a breather. Okay, it has moved hugely here, and now it's just taking a rest, maybe to make another move towards the upside. Okay, so keep patience. Okay, you know, investment, they need huge patience. So I'm gonna take the recent high to the bottom right there. Okay, and let's see logically, if we break out of this area, go back here, you're looking at a $9. Okay, if we break out of the 1.272, wow, you might even go to $18. Okay, Now there's a good news, okay? You might have seen, if I zoom in on the weekly here, you might have seen this. We came out of the 0.382. We crossed the 0.5. Okay, we did have a small wick for a retest right there, and we find a resistance at the 0.618. And how long did this resistance stay? Well, two red candles mean, these three candles mean that it stayed for 21 days consolidating, trying to break the 0.618. It finally did, and this is in a weekly higher time frame, okay? And it finally broke out of this 0.618, find the support at the 786. Now we're moving up like this, and we're trying to even go more higher. Now the good news is there is a technical target of $50. Could it be in this bull run? Maybe till December, but this is finger crossed. I don't know, but we might even have an $18 for Cardano. Okay, do keep in mind that we might see an $18 for Cardano, and by the next bull run, $50 is bound to happen, because $18 to $50 is what, like 3x. Okay, nearly 3x. That could be achievable in the next bull cycle, but it might even be super bullish in this bull run and we go to $50, but that's not likely. I don't think so, but it could happen. Okay, anything can happen. Look at Solana, it went from $1 to 200. Okay, Cardano is a good project. Okay, it's believable that it can do $50. For me, it is believable, but for me, a safe spot is these two price prediction in this bull run. Okay, so I do hope that you enjoyed this Bitcoin video update. Okay, and in my channel here, I do have one video explaining why I think Bitcoin is going to go to $2 million. Okay, this is the video. $2 million is my next price target by 2026. Okay, and yeah, do watch this video. Whoever's visiting the channel right now, do watch this video. Super important, and I'm going to give you updates on Bitcoin until we do not reach $2 million, inshallah, in 4 years from now. Okay, so thank you so much for the support. I'm having these great comments. Okay, and keep supporting, keep grinding, trade safely, and I'll see you tomorrow with a new video update. Allah Hafiz.